Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Sorry, I'm running very late tonight. I had a meeting and it overran immensely. So I have nothing ready for tonight. Hope you can all hear me. If you bear with me a minute, guys, I'll be back to you shortly. So just talk amongst yourselves. Started one train off on its way around, just to keep you guys going for a few minutes. You know, they can hear you on the mic, you know.
Zoom off. I train. That's already gone now. Bye.
There's some Beatles family fans in this stream that you're going to be insulting, so.
What do you mean? I'm Paul McCartney. Bye, Mark.
Right. I'm back. Let's get everything started. So who we got in the house? Hi, Anthony, David, Brian, Jerry, Kieran, Leslie. Oh, Richard, how you doing? Great to see you here. Hope everyone's good this week. So I've got some of my family here peering through the door, annoying me. Could one of you be kind enough to go and get the tablets from the bedroom, please, and bring them in? No, not Viagra. Not Viagra. The electric type tablets, electronic ones. Oh, everyone's a comedian tonight. Yeah, so I got held up on the meeting to about 25 to 8. Frankly, trying to boot up my computer to get out here and get going. So I'm way behind. I apologize. I'm usually well prepared for these things, but oh well. So hi to anybody who's watching on Facebook as well. You see at the top, I've pinned a message. That's for Jason the Train Freak and Mark at what's his channel's name again? I can never remember his Main Train Eastport. They're running competitions at the moment. Oh, you've done your final project, have you, Richard? That's good. My daughter's just finished college there last week. She's done her final exams. She's waiting on the results now. This is what I got to put up with. slowly get these trades going, guys, so you can something to watch. And then I'll give you an update of what I've been doing. Yeah, it's going to happen. And then it all shorts out. I have a real problem site, and I've been over it I don't know how many times, and it just keeps doing it. Even though I've checked all the wiring, checked to make sure it's all clean. It still does it. So we'll let that reset. While that's resetting, I shall get the other cameras up and going. So what's everyone been at? How's everyone been enjoying? Well, hope the majority of you are getting good weather. It's actually been a lovely day here today. A few showers around earlier on, but it was nice this afternoon. If any of you haven't seen Facebook, we actually got some of the steelworks up today in the museum for the canopy for over Drumbo. If you've seen the video I put up last night, which is an update on the progress of Drumbo up in Whitehead, it was good to get up there on Saturday. Saturday was actually the first time I've been sitting down somewhere inside to have food. It was quite a novelty. Oh, that camera's connected automatically, so and I've got that in my sleeve. Got a feeling tonight is going to be one of those nights. I actually got out to the train room here on Monday to do it. Oh, hi, Ewan, how you doing? Glad to see you drop in. Yeah, I wasn't feeling the best on Monday, a touch of hay fever. So I decided to come out to the train room here. I spent a good few hours out here on Monday just doing bits and pieces. I started painting the rock face. I've only basically got the grey coat on there, still needs more detailing work to be done. And I started laying out the sidings for the steam shed. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. Yeah, Drumbo is coming along well. They've done a lot of work on her. She's looking well. And it was great just to get up there because I haven't been anywhere. So the video that I've got coming out tomorrow is actually it's a little tour around the museum in Whitehead, so you can see a bit more of the museum. The museum isn't, I think it's next week before it actually opens, so I was able to actually go around there and do some filming with nobody around, which was so thanks to Lisa and all the staff up there in Whitehead, let me go around. Had a couple of colleagues from our museum came up. Oh, feedback. That disappeared. Yeah, so saying took a few colleagues up from our museum. They went up and they had a look at how they'd done their museum, how they laid it out. Getting some ideas, seeing what they'd done. So it was a busman's holiday, if you like. Oh, we 25 minutes in and nothing going. Right, I'll get the final camera up. I'll use this as a roving camera to show you what I've done so far once I get this up. And then I've got some wheels came through from Wish there during the week. So I was going to see what they're like, put them on a few of the wagons and see if it solves the problem. Have them hopping around, just see what sort of quality they are. Right, so I'll make camera 4 solo layout. Side. Come on, flip around. There we go. Right, so I will give you a quick tour of what I've done on Monday. You can see I've started putting the greys on that bit of there. It's only one shade at the moment. I did start putting a few browns on, but I need to get back out and finish that. Hopefully I can spend an hour or two out here tomorrow and do some more work on that. It's not looking too bad to start off with. It just needs the different shades and everything on there now just to pick everything out. And then over here, I started laying out some track work. Cables at the back there have to be tidied up. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it like that or change it around. I was thinking of where the blue engine is there, at that line there, maybe bringing that around and putting it onto that passing loop there. So you'll be able to take an engine from that loop through the turntable to turn it around and run it past. So I just think it might give a bit more sort of operational interest. Let me know what you think. And that's pretty much all I've done since last week. Not a lot, but I didn't have much time out here, so. I did start putting some track down over here for the diesel area, but that's still very much all in my head at the moment. Excuse me while I whirl everything around. We'll get the trains going again, and then we'll have a look at right. Where's that gone? Sure, I just you know have that somewhere. See my little tablet stand, very high tech. Right, I'm sure you guys are getting dizzy. Everyone, you can see I'm so late. I don't even have my red top on. I'm civvies. Right, let's get everything going again. So 66, let's put her going. 47. 56, that caused the problem to begin with. So the 56 is the one that's going around that you're probably picking up all the rattling from. I'm going to watch it now as it goes over the point work here where some of the wagons jump, and then I'll pick those wagons out, see if the wheels I got from Wish, see if they're any good. Oh dear, the points have changed there. Oh, stop. Right, I forgot I had the points flicked over for the turntable, so we have everything there, just gone onto the turntable that isn't set up for it. So, right, let's sort out this mess. It's definitely one of those days. Oh, I've lost a... Where's that come off of? Oh, that wagon. Lost its coupling. It's a bit sticky. Right, let's try again. Right. Everything's moving now, I think. 1, 2, got 4 trains going. Right, I've been totally ignoring the chat, guys. I'm sorry. So if you posted any questions or anything, just yeah, you let Mark take the strain. Yeah, I'm under strain and pressure here. More of a comedy of errors, really, at the moment. This live. Right. So looking there, the first truck in the line, wagon in the line, is hopping on the points. So when it comes around here, I'm going to stop it, take that truck off, and see about changing the wheels on that. Oh, excuse me. Hi, Rachel. Everybody watching this inside? To the right camera annoying me. So this has got plastic wheels. And the flanges are quite thick flanges. So if I grab. So these are the wheels I got from Wish. I think it was 30 euros for 48, was it? So I just get them, see what they're like, because you know what it's like. You can get stuff off Wish and they're just pretty naff. So I will find my little back-to-back gauge. I'm usually more prepared than this, but with meetings today, all day, tied up. On top of that, I had a phone call last night from the people who are installing the canopy to say they were coming today to do the basic steel work. So I was busy with that this morning. Had to be there on site, well, last night to let them in and deliver the stuff. And then I was there this morning when they started erecting it, 10 to 8. And then I got a phone call just before I'm coming on here to say, oh, this is the hardware store. We're delivering your stuff now. So they've left that outside the museum. So now I need to go in after this live stream and go and put it in. So it's all go. So probably about 10 o'clock tonight, I'll get to sit down and relax for 5 minutes before I go to bed and get up and do it all over again tomorrow. Yeah, that's the wheels I've taken off. They're horrible, light, plasticky type wheels. So I'll now put on the Wish ones and see how they look. Oh, and they are too short. Yeah, you can see on there how the axle, the ones are shorter. It's only by a mil or two, but they're no good. The plan is to put Drumbo back into Steam again at some point. At the moment, the work we're having done is to put her back together, to put her on display. But certainly the work that they're doing to her is for operational use. It's not just cosmetic. So they obviously, where the steam engine, the big ticket item is the boiler. And if you have that done, that's a 10-year ticket on it. Plus, it's the most costly part. But a conservative sort of estimate to put her back into steam is about $500,000. Well, I don't know what gauge they are, but that's not 00. Right, so the wish stuff is too small. So yeah, all the work they're doing, like it's not superficial. It is for sort of running standards. So it's all the proper plate work. Everything's been riveted in place. Everything's been put together. So it'll just leave the boiler to be done. So the next phase now, once this is in, we're already thinking of phase 2, which is actually getting a bit of track down somewhere. And once we have a reasonable length of track, then we'll start planning to putting her back into steam. We would like to get some, if we can't get original Donegal stock running on there, like some of the rail cars or something like that, have some reproduction stuff built to run. There is quite a lot of the Donegal stock still lying around. There's like Railcar 1 and 10 up in Belfast. There's Railcar 18 in Finntown. There's Railcar 12 is up in Derry. And 19 and 20 are, of course, on the Isle of Man. Yeah, you're right there, Leslie. The axle lengths do vary. Now, these are Bachmann wagons, so they're just a fraction too short. But I'll tell you what, there's a... Let me stop the 66 going around. Because one of the shell wagons on there, this is, I think, a Hornby. It's Hornby. Yeah, this is Hornby. This is an old one that says Hornby Railways on it. Let's see if they fit that, or are they? No. Well, they're even shorter. Yeah, they're a lot shorter, the Hornby, than the Hornby ones. So I guess I'm going to have to bite the bullet and pay for the Hornby and the Bachmann wheels. The Wish ones are just too short. I was hoping that was going to be a quick, easy sort. Yeah, so the video I've got coming out tomorrow is on Whitehead itself. So it's a trip around the museum there to look at. As I mentioned last Thursday, I was down and I got to go to the 2 model shops last Thursday, and I've done some filming in around them with their permission. So that'll be coming up over the next couple of weeks as well. And I've been recording what I've been doing with this rock face here. So that will be a video coming out as well. So I've got a couple of videos for the next few weeks coming out. Also, I still have to get around and film the video for the railway stuff that was donated to the museum, from Sam Carse. So we're doing a video on that, and that'll be out sometime soon, hopefully. Like with the Wish stuff, I've bought the little lights off Wish, the street lamps and things like that, and they're, to be general, they're quite good. They look quite realistic. They're not too plasticky. They're 3-volt LEDs, and they work quite well. And they look the part on the layout. Not too bad. But I wouldn't buy anything electronic or anything like that. Oh, we're down to one lowly 37 going around. Why did the 47 stop? Who knows? Yeah, so I was saying on Monday I got out here and done a bit. I wasn't feeling the best. Tuesday I was feeling a lot worse and spent the day in bed. Just really wasn't feeling great. Wasn't corona, it was just a head cold. But it gave me a chance to catch up on a lot of YouTube I haven't seen for a while. And was it last night you were on, Anthony? I was watching briefly, and for whatever reason, watching your stream last night, watching your trains go around, made me feel really ill because I wasn't fully recovered. And I had to switch off. And I never really noticed all your trains going around before, and somehow I started fixating on them, and I was like, oh, I don't feel well. Yeah, it was man flu, Leslie. I think it was all the excitement of being up, and actually I got to have a ride on a train, on a steam train on Saturday as well, up at Whitehead, and that was the first train ride I had in about 2 years. So it was all too much excitement at the weekend, I think. As I say, the first time I was able to eat food inside, which felt really strange. It was only chicken goujons and chips, but I don't know, somehow it tasted really nice. Right, we'll let those trains run around for a while. More or less the same ones as last week, because they've all derailed. Yeah, they are dangerous. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but I was watching it, and I just, you know how I was just following them go around and all the different cameras, and I was just like, I don't feel very well. But hey ho. Right, let's see if that still goes. And 56. Oh, there's nothing wrong with your singing, Anthony. It's entertaining. Hi, Glenn. How you doing? How's things with you? I hope you're well. don't forget to give me the thumbs up, guys, and like if you're new here. I think before I came on, I was just one short of 800. Yeah, 799. Oh, you've gone over DCC, have you, Jerry? Yeah, it takes a while getting your head around the DCC. I know they only say it's 2 wires, but it's where you put those 2 wires. I'm hoping for tomorrow afternoon, a more relaxing afternoon, to get out here and do a little bit of stuff. I'm not sure what is planned for the weekend. I'm sure something is, I just haven't been told yet. So, Kieran, you've just been basically relaying and rewiring your whole layout. Yeah, DCC is great for doing things like that, Leslie. Finding dirty track not working. If your trains don't work well on DC, they're not going to work very well on DCC. Right, well, camera 4 is actually not really pointing at anything. It's looking up at the sky, isn't it? So let's see if I can move that a little bit. Here we go. Yeah, so the plan for the next few days is to finish off painting that scenic area there just as a trial, see how it looks, see if I can get it right, and then sort of copy that over. I've got the castle bits from Metcalf to make up, to put around the top. You can see I have the scale cast church that's built that my wonderful other half actually built during lockdown last year. She was that bored, she started making scale cast kits with me. So we just need to paint that. So that's going to go over there. Yeah, I was hoping to be a lot further along with my layout at the moment, but life's got in the way, and with things returning to normal, I don't have as much time to come out here as I would like. Yeah, it's annoying when you do things like that. You cut a wire and think, I can cut this one, and as soon as you cut it, I shouldn't have cut that one. Yeah, we do these things for fun, Jerry. Yeah, sometimes I come out here and I think, this is more of a job than a hobby. I'm doing this for relaxation. But I do like coming out here, putting some music on, doing a bit of work, running the trains for a little while. Yeah, it is rewarding when it does work. And it works. And it won't work for a few days. And you think, yeah, I've got it sorted. And then you come out, switch it on, nothing works. And you're like, why is it doing that? Like, I can't get to the bottom of the problem with the points on that outer loop. Why sometimes they short and other times they don't. Like that 56 shorted when I first put it off, and it hasn't shorted once since. I just don't know what it is. It's not just the 56 going around there. It could be any of my locos. So it's not down to the loco or the load it's pulling. So it sort of makes me reluctant to do any scenery over that side in case I have to go there and rip the point up. Camera shy. Yeah. I also need to do a review on the engines I got for my birthday, which I don't think I showed you guys because I was going to keep them for a video. Yeah, it's always like that. The amount of times that's happened to me, I've been out here, had the layout running 10 minutes before I put the cameras on, hit go live, boom, something shorts and it all stops. And that was one of the problems with DCC. So when it fails, the whole lot fails. When it's DC, one controller fails, one line goes down. So sometimes it can be a lot harder to find the fault with DCC, especially when you've got 4 lines here, each with a passing loop. And I got a lower level with about 7 sidings on it and a loop. Right, let me put this wagon back together. Find my back-to-back for that. These wheels just have really large flanges. I don't know how old these Bachmann wagons are. You guys have any idea? They say made in England. I don't know if that's any indication of how old they would be. But the flanges on the wheels seem quite big. Jerry, you don't need YouTube to jinx yourself. I actually have found YouTube has spurred me on to do more. But I don't get into the thing going, I've got to do a video. I've got to do a video. I've got to get it done. Because if you do that, you don't put out a very good quality video. And then part of the enjoyment goes out of it. So I try and put a video out every Friday. But if I can't put a video out Friday, whatever, if life gets in the way, I don't lose any sleep over it. I always say I'm going to get 2 or 3 videos in the bag. So if I have a week where I can't put a video out, I've got one in reserve to put up. But that never happens, because if I do that, then I don't do anything for 3 weeks while I put the videos out. Right, let's go around, cycle through the solo screens for those who are watching on smaller devices, and I'll do each screen for a few minutes. What's the quality been like tonight? Has it been decent, or is it a bit fuzzy? I have no idea what my layout draws. I'm using the Railmaster system with the 4-amp transformer, which they say can run up to 10 locos. The locos I have running on here, bar the 47, are relatively new, so they shouldn't be drawing too much current at the moment. But I was thinking of getting one of those DCC, is it DCC Concepts that does it? The little readout to wire in. But I was looking at that. I thought, yeah, that'd be a good idea. But they're about 80 or 90 quid or something. And I thought, it's a bit pricey. I do have a multimeter here, so I suppose I could just put that across it and just see what current is drawing. Something else I did as well as I started sorting out some of the wiring, because there was a few droppers that I hadn't soldered in place and stuff, and I started doing that. And for where the turntable is, because I got a couple of points over there, I'm going to use the surface mount point motors. So I've got some of the, because I've got a load of those little things there, because I've got a load of those Pico motors, the little solenoid motors. So I'll do surface mounts and then just hide them somehow in a little house or something like that. Yeah, it doesn't give an accurate one, but it will give some sort of indication. Because what is it? DCC isn't AC, and it's not DC, it's a modulated wave. So you can see from that screen there some of the work I've done on the mountainside there. So it's just, I use the wet washing technique. So it's wet it, layer water over it, really watered down gray, wash over it, let it dry, water, wet it again, use a slightly thicker mixture of gray, go over it again, working it in with another brush through the water. And then I did start, then wet it, let it dry, wet it again, and use some of the brown pigments on it, which I've done a little bit, but it hasn't, once it's dried, it's very, very faint. I think it might be a bit too faint, but I'm going to go over it with some different color browns tomorrow and just see how it looks. And then what I'm going to do then is go around some of the areas and just paint it burnt umber, and the areas that I paint burnt umber on, I'll put PVA on and put grass or whatever on it to break it up. Two amps. Well, that should be enough to run 5 locos, maybe, depending on the type of locos you're running. If you're using it to run points and everything as well, then that's going to be a bigger draw on it. Like I have, my DC system purely just runs the trains. The points are on 16 volts AC with the CDUs on them. And then I will have a separate 12-volt supply going around for things like buffer lights and lighting on platforms and that sort of thing. So you can see there some of the pots I had with the greys in it. It's just a very, very watered down grey. And then use a big brush like that. Just wet the whole surface. And use a smaller brush to put some pigment on. And use a bigger brush just to move it around. Do it a couple of times and be surprised how it looks after a while. Sometimes I actually surprise myself. Yeah, so I'll see how that looks, and then I think so down this area is going to be more a green field, so I can make this sort of a green hill over towards the church, green going up to the church with a path going down to the town area, and then all back this way will be more stonework and more sort of elevated ground. Oh, excuse me, guys. I have a frog in my throat. Of course, I didn't bring a drink out with me tonight because I was in such a rush. So my throat's drying up now. Right, I think I might call it a night there, guys. So, it's coming up to 20 to 9 now. I'm going to switch all this off, go inside, sit down for 5 minutes, grab a bite to eat. Yeah, when I was running them simultaneously. Yeah, that's right. That would be a big loco if it was drawing 5 amps. Yeah, the chips, if they're on the track, they are still, because they're waiting for command, so they're still drawing a slight current. Yeah, so good night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're new here. I have a video out on Whitehead Museum tomorrow at about 6 p.m. And hopefully I'll be back at the live stream again next Thursday. Hopefully a bit more organized. Okay, so thanks for tuning in, guys. And I'll catch you all next week. Take care, everyone.